All right, so this is extreme noise reduction test. Just testing extreme noise reduction with extremely noisy mic. Exceedingly freaking noisy microphone. Okay, right now, so here's my setup. I'm using voice meter potato. My output A1 is going to my Realtek speakers, high definition audio. my my computer, it's an HP Omen laptop. It's got a 17.3-inch screen. It's got a Realtek high definition audio sound card in it. It's got Nvidia GTX 1060 video card with 6 gigs of RAM, 6 gigs of DDR5. And so here's what we're doing. I'm using my headphones plugged in. I've got a set of cheap headphones with a boom mic, and I've got the boom mic plugged in. Now I'm running this. The straight hardware input is to the microphone array. Okay, so this is the mic without any noise reduction. This is straight in. Now the noise floor is way down here. Look at that. It's huge. It's crazy amount of noise. So that's going out on virtual bus out 1, and that's here. And then I've also got my input from the desktop coming in here on virtual input 1, which is routed out virtual bus 2. I'm monitoring here. Now, in OBS, first thing to note is that I have my audio, all this shit's disabled, and my monitoring device is going to the VB Audio Hi-Fi cable. And then over here in Potato, I have the VB Audio Hi-Fi cable coming back into hardware input 1, or hardware input 5, and I can use that as a monitor. So I can just turn that on and sense it to my headphone. However, it's really echoey and laggy. It's bad. If you watch here, you'll see, blah. See the peaks here, and then this comes after. You'll see how bad the lag is. Blah, 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 blah. Now, I haven't gone through the trouble to try and dial in all of the buffers, minimize the buffering here. This is all defaults. I'm running at 48 hertz. I have all of my sound stuff set at 24-bit 48 hertz in the sound, in Windows Sound. However, the certain things like the microphone won't do 24-bit, and that's just what it is. And all right. So right now we're running. I'm not monitoring at all, except for the browser. Now here's the browser. Let's get a little Loach check here. Oh yeah, I love this. I love these guys. This band is great. Awesome. All right, so that's working fine. Let's let that play and check it. All right, so yeah, that's the desktop comes in here on bus 2. This is bus 1, CB1, B2. And so I'm coming in on the RTX mic right now. Now, the microphone that I'm using, the headset mic, It's a really crappy setup. I mean, it's horrible. Excuse me. And it's the headset has a 4-ring, or I guess what they call TRRS or something like that. It's got a 4-ring plug, but the inputs on the laptop don't have that. Well, the laptop's just got a regular 1/8-inch headphone plug, a regular 1/8-inch microphone plug jack. So this cheap set of headphones I bought came with a splitter, and it's an extension cable, and it's Y, and it splits the mic and headphones, and it's just so freaking noisy. It's unreal how noisy it is, and I really don't know if it's this extension cable. I have a feeling it might be, but it has a shit ton of noise, a shit ton. So, all right. So what I've done is I've set this up so that um, microphone unfiltered comes in here, voice meter channel 1, goes out bus 1, B1, comes here into OBS as where is it, default mic. All right, now that's just the mic coming in. That's not even coming through voice meter. That's just a Y, basically a Y input that goes into voice meter and into OBS. All right, so that's just a default mic with no filtering, no voice meter, no nothing. Straight into OBS. Then I have the RTX mic, and the RTX mic is taking a straight feed from the Nvidia RTX Voice software, which is here. The Nvidia RTX Voice software is capturing the input device, which is the microphone, the default Realtek mic. It would be the microphone in the bezel of the screen of the laptop if I did not have these headphones plugged into it. And I've got it set to remove background noise, and I've got maximum noise suppression. Now, what this RTX Voice is, get rid of this, it's confusing. What this RTX Voice is it supposedly some sort of machine learning AI, noise reduction, noise suppression system. Yeah. I haven't done a hell of a lot of research into the actual technical details of it. I am a retired computer network engineer and IT consultant, so I do have a pretty good understanding of how all this stuff works, but I haven't really looked into it to see exactly how the RTX does what it does, how the RTX voice software does what it does. Now, supposedly, I guess originally they said it only works for RTX video cards. However, somebody found out that it works on GTX cards too. So, or at least certain revisions of GTX cards. My laptop has an GeForce GTX 1060. And so what the RTX software does is it actually uses the CUDA cores on the video card to do some sort of supposedly AI noise machine learning, AI machine learning, noise reduction. And well, okay, it does work. It does work. It's a little it gets interesting when you challenge it with extreme noise environment, which is what this is all about that I'm doing right now. So it's just extreme noise test. But as you can see, that software is using 12% of the CUDA cores. I've seen it go up a little, down a little, but right now it's using 12%. How we doing here? So RTX mic. All right, now our noise. We not only have the extreme noise coming from the headset microphone, the boom mic, which this is not a totally cheap headset. I think I paid like $30 for it. And the microphone actually sounds pretty decent, except for this extreme noise. And I have no other way to test it. My phone has a USB-C connector. It's a Moto Z2 Force, has this USB-C connector, and I have a splitter for that allows me to plug in the normal headphones or earbuds or whatever. However, the USB-C jack is fucked up. It's dodgy. It's old. The phone's old, and it's no longer accepting audio input. I can still charge it, uh, but nothing else is working on that USB-C jack. But as long as it charges, that's all I care. All right, um, so I have no other way to test these freaking headphones. I do. I have some other computers. I guess I could bust out, fire up, but I'm not in the mood. I don't feel like it. Um, all right, so extreme noise. We not only do we have the noise that's coming from the microphone, but we also have a fan. I've got a fan running right now. That's just sitting. It's clapped to the table and it's blowing on the laptop because the laptop, these HP laptops, I've got it set in high power mode, and these things will run hot, even though it's got the HP CoolSense software. It automatically detects if your notebook is not in a stationary position and makes further adjustments in fan settings to keep the surface temperature of your notebook at the optimum level of comfort. So this is just basically if you have it sitting on your lap. So if you've got it sitting on your lap, it won't blow as much heat, or I don't know, maybe it turns the fan on more. Yeah, whatever, I don't know, but so yeah, there's a hell of a lot of noise in this, hell of a lot, and right now I'm using. All right, so what I've got here is I've got a default input direct from the mic. All right, which is also I've also got channel 1 on the voice meter direct to the mic, and as you can see, the noise floor is insane. I mean, it's crazy, crazy, crazy. Um, and then I've got the output from OBS. Here in settings, audio, I've got all these defaults are turned off. All these defaults are turned off. I'm using separate inputs here, but my monitoring is going out VB audio hi-fi cable. So this is from Vince Burrell. This is the audio. This is the hi-fi cable you can get from he's the guy who puts out Voice Meter Potato. He's got a few different cables. He's got the just a VB audio cable you can buy. Then you can also, or that comes free, get that free. Then you've also got A, B, C, D cables you can buy, A and B and C and D. You can buy those. Then there's another one called VAC, Virtual Audio Cable. That's a separate program from a separate guy. All right. Now, on top of all of that, I've also got equalizer APO installed. And right now I'm running a setup that was from a video done by the Francois. And oh man, the noise that this thing adds is so insane. I mean, it's literally absolutely insane. Let's go here and let's turn on the monitor output to the head. That gives me a radical echo, but it lets me hear this is working. So we got an EQ, an expander, gate, the first compressor, then a multi-stage compressor, then another multi-stage compressor, then another EQ, and now it's starting to get crazy. Starting to get crazy. I mean, insane. Then there's this other noise floor thing, but I don't have this set up. I mean, I played with it. The problem is the noise is so extreme that it's echoes. The noise is so extreme as it is right now, that if I try to dial this in to get rid of the noise for it, I'm basically cutting out everything. I mean, the microphone just goes dead. I mean, by the time you get rid of the noise for it, the mic is dead. So I'm not even using this right now. And so, okay, there. Now, for this test, I'm turning off all this extra noise, all these compressors. I'm not using anything really except the input cue, which is just a real simple. Got a low pass, got a high pass filter down here and a low pass filter. We're just rolling off a little bottom on the top. And that's all I'm doing in equalizer right now. All right, so microphone input to channel 1 and also into OBS here. Then RTX audio from, I should probably do an RTX audio. Let's see. RTX. And here we can see the lag. So here's the actual microphone. Here's the after it goes through the RTX Voice noise reduction processing. Now, as you can see, it drastically reduces the noise figure. Pop. 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 Ta-ta, ta, ta, ta-ta, ta, ta. Pop, pop, pop. Pow. 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 And you can also see this. This is our input. After it loops through OBS, it comes back in. This is our monitor input, which I'm not sending out at all anywhere except for the headphones. So, and I'm also not sending this out. I could do it though. I could solo them like this. Turn all of them on, and mix all three together. But then I could solo them like this. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. God, the 3 echoes is insane. It's crazy. Sounds like reverb on top of reverb on top of delay. It's horrible. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Oops, wrong channel. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, man. Nuts. All right. So now you can see the layers of lag that are in here. There's the mic through the RTX, mic through the RTX, and through OBS. And then back into the loop into the monitor. Bah! Look at those. Bah! 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 Baba! Baba! My God, that's horrible. All right, so right now, what I'm recording, I have all of these set to monitor and output, all of them. Set to monitor and output. And then this is B2. This is just my, this is B1 mic from Voice Meter. And this is the input from desktop. I have some funk.
Answer your call. I know that it's you waiting there. Oh, I've been so busy. Yeah, I've been thinking about what I wanna do with you. I know them all the guys. They've been talking about the way I do what I do. They heard I was good. They want to see if it's true. They know you're the one I wanna give it to. What can say you want me to? Now I see it's leaking you. Now I'm waiting. I think I wanna make that move now.
All right. So there it is. Headphone. So I go here and I turn this off so I don't have to hear that horrible echo. Yeah, I just don't have to hear it. All right. So we need to get this downward. Oops, shit. It's down. Now we can see. All right. So we can see our levels here. All right, so now we can see all of our levels. Blah, blah, blah. Microphone hardware input 1. Microphone routed through the RTX noise reduction. Both routed out through 1. This is routing out A1. All right, then over here what I have is I have a straight capture of the microphone not going through voice meter, like a Y cable, hardware input here and here. And then here the same with the RTX. I've got one channel going, I've got the Y cable feeding RTX into this channel and into this channel in OBS. And then these are my two virtual output, B1 and B2, coming out of copyright violations. So, Wojciech, love you, brother. Love you. I'm a bass player, actually. So, yeah, I play bass. And, man, when I listen to Wojciech Belachowski, it just makes me want to dance. Make me want to dance. All right, so there we go. So now let's compare some insane, truly insane. Am I still recording? I am. Let's compare some truly insane CPU 2.7, 2.9%, 30 FPS. Oh, and by the way, I have this set up to, for my video output. I have my video set up. My desktop's 1920 by 1080, but I have it set up to automatically scale down to 1280 by 720. Just because I'm testing some stuff and we'll see how that works. All right. So now another thing is I have on the I'm using an extra noise filter, and I should probably just remove that from the RTX. All right. So here I have the raw microphone coming in with all of its beautiful noise, and I'm using the OBS noise suppression on it. All right, so here's what we got. This channel is the raw microphone OBS noise suppression. This channel is the microphone routed through the RTX mic noise suppression. And then this channel is just the raw output from voice meter, where I've got raw mic in on one, going out on A1 coming in, and going out on hardware H1 coming in and going out on B1. All right, so this is And that's no noise cancellation at all. Blah blah blah. All right, now blah 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 blah. Let's adjust these levels. Get them about the same. Blah blah blah. There's a delay, of course, and this one as well. Blah 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 blah. Bring it down a little. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. So our levels are approximately the same. All right, so our levels are approximately the same in OBS, and I'm still recording. All right, so this is our comparison. Here is the raw microphone. All right, so this is the raw microphone with no noise suppression whatsoever. This is coming microphone in to hardware input 1 in potato, being routed out B1, bus 1, no effects, no nothing, just a straight raw mic feed with this insane noise floor right here. And you can also see the insane noise floor right here. And also over here. All right, so now I've switched over to this channel here in OBS. Now this is exactly the same thing. This is the raw microphone. It's a mic. It's basically, I'm capturing that input with this and with this. It's not routing. This is not routed through voice meter. Neither of these channels are routed through voice meter. These are straight out of the sound system. These are going through voice meter. All right, and we're going to mute this as well. Okay, so what we have here is we have the raw mic, just the same as this, with all that noise. However, we're also using the voice meter noise suppression filter, which is high gain and low gain. So it's on high quality. I'll switch it to low suppression level. It's at minus 30. Let's close that. Blah, 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 blah. We'll open it up again, and we'll go to all the way up, suppress all the way up, and see how that affects. Yeah, there's still a lot of noise jumping around in there. And so here we're going to go to the, we'll take this back down to 0. And that's what it sounds like there. And then we'll go back to the default, which I think was 30. Oh, well, defaults. All right, so that's the default on that. That's the Speex noise suppression. It's doing a pretty good job of reducing that noise floor. Oh. All right, so back to the Speex. So that's the Speex noise suppression on the extremely ugly, horrible, noisy mic. And then we're going to switch that over to RNNoise, higher quality. And as you can see here in the voice meter, or in the OBS meter, that does a really good job of suppressing noise. It kind of acts like a gate. In fact, I think it's mostly a gate. But whatever. I mean, there are other filters. There's compressor, expander, gain. There's a limiter and a noise gate. For now, I'm just screwing with noise suppression. All right, so we're in the RNNoise. All right, so this channel has the OBS noise suppression, set to RNNoise. This channel has the Nvidia RTX Voice noise suppression. This channel is straight up raw microphone out of voice meter. And I could play around with the compressor and the gate on this as well, the gate on this, but it doesn't do all that much in terms of getting rid of this extreme noise level. Actually, nothing does anything to get rid of the extreme noise level. And then this channel is just our desktop, default desktop, out of voice meter. All right, so there is, so here we go. Raw mic coming out of voice meter with no suppression, no nothing. That's what it sounds like. Raw mic coming into OBS with the OBS RNNoise noise suppression filter added. That's what that sounds like. And the Nvidia RTX, a raw mic fed through the Nvidia RTX processing and into OBS. This is not through voice meter, although voice meter is mirroring it over here. All right, now there's one other thing I can do. I can stack up noise suppression, and I'm not going to screw with equalizer APO's noise suppression just yet. That's for another day when I've got an actual real decent microphone to work with. For now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stack. So we're going to add the OBS noise suppressor, RNNoise, high quality. Now we're running two noise suppressors on this thing. We've got the Nvidia RTX, RTX Voice noise suppression, AI, machine learning, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Sounds like bullshit to me, but it does use the CUDA cores here to do noise suppression, something, I don't know. Whatever. We're up to 13% right now. Then I'm running that also directly into OBS, and in OBS I'm using the OBS noise suppression filter on top. And I really have no idea how any of this is going to sound. I'm just fucking around. And that's that. And I might upload this so people can hear it. I don't know. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty horrible. Most people probably would not be able to stand it. But if you're, a savage like I am, I guess you could do that. So there we are. Right now we're running the RTX and the OBS noise suppression both on this vocal. And I'm not running through voice meter. This is coming straight into. This is the RTX coming straight into OBS. All right, so that's our extreme noise reduction testing, and we're going to end this in 3, 2, 1.